Alright, what's happening? It's K.A. We back in this thing. K show good he sleep with a cut up a turn, you know I want to turn. Now, I'm a little late on this. I was gonna talk about it, but like, I ain't gonna lie, there ain't no shit to talk about. So I'm gonna just do a real rehash of this little situation. So I'm gonna talk about the little Charleston White 600 Breezy situation. We gonna talk about it real quick. Now, if you don't know, Charleston White said some things about the whole King Von situation. You know that 600 Breezy did not appreciate, and we're gonna break it down a little bit and see why. Because a lot of people looking at 600 Breezy like, why you pulling up? He's like an old man, whatever. Woo, woo, woo. But then you also gotta ask yourself if number one, we see a lot of these Chicago people, not even Chicago people, a lot of these rappers and stuff. We don't like, even a regular person, you wouldn't like somebody talking ill about your dad, regardless of what they was doing in the streets, regardless of whatever they was taking people's lives, whatever. That's your man, that your partner. You had love for him. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to hear people badmouth them. That's a why majority of the beefs in Chicago happen. You was disrespecting my dad, homie. You was disrespecting my dad, homie. Blah blah blah. You from out? I'm smoking on this. I'm smoking on that. He a runt. He a pack. Whatever. Woo. And motherfuckers be tweaking on each other and shit be happening. There's more shit too. Don't get me wrong, but like that's how it starts. Or majority of the shit. That's how it is. The disrespectful shit that comes with it. Right. We also see it a lot in the Bronx drill scene right now, and various other like I wouldn't say subgroups in like fucking hip hop, like other like I don't know scenes like Memphis and all this other shit. But anyways, let's get into that. Enough of that. You already know what it is. Like, subscribe, help your boy out, help your boy grow. Let's get into it. Now, so if you didn't see what happened with that little situation, basically Charleston White, I don't know if he was talking to Vlad, whoever the fuck he was talking to. I forgot dude's name, but he was having a conversation with him, and the topic of King Von came up, and I'm paraphrasing what he was saying. But basically, what he said in that little clip I seen, there's probably like a longer version or a podcast version of Spotify, YouTube, whatever the fuck. You could go find it. But basically, like, King Von was a demon. He prophesized himself as a demon, which I see when he said that shit, I knew what angle he's going for. He was going to play with the religion aspect of it. Religion is very divisive and very controversial, but we're not even going to religion with that. But basically, he was liking the likes of King Von to Lucifer, the devil himself. Which, this is the thing. In pop culture now, like, niggas be like, yo, I'm on demon time. We could use that if I'm just going crazy in basketball. I'm just hooping. I'm going crazy. I'm scoring. I feel like Curry in that bitch, you know? I'm going crazy. Like, I'm on demon time. No nigga can stop me, bro. Like, I'm great. I'm GOAT, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, it depends on the connotation, connotation, however the fuck you say that word, connotation you're using the word in a sentence. Or like I use demon time, like, you know, when you have beef with a nigga and y'all cool and whatever, and like, nigga, we could get on a different type of time. Like, we ain't working with this 24-hour clock, nigga. I'm on a different type of time with you on that type of point. Like, yeah, I'm on demon time. Like, nigga, what you on? Like, what you trying to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's when you puff out your chest. You know, y'all niggas got mad and niggas gonna do something. That's when I'm under. Yeah, that's when I use them mostly. You know, motherfuckers was using that shit when they was getting in their bag on OnlyFans. Like, oh, it's demon time. You know what time we on when they doing their little promiscuous and provocative shit over there. That's when they was using that bullshit. Everybody has a different use of the word. It depends on it in a sentence, right? And with hip hop culture bleeding into regular culture, we was just using that as slang. Like, if a motherfucker was going brazy or he going crazy, he doing some dumbass shit, you could just be like, oh, he did a nigga dirty, crossed him out, or yo, a motherfucker put a prank on him, he got him back worse. Like, oh, he going crazy, he on that demon time, and like, you know what I'm saying? But like in Charleston White's version, he was liking it that since niggas say I'm a demon, and yes, when savages, demon, yes, like, yo, nigga, I'm really in the streets. That's how they're using it. And again, different use of the word now that it's slang or whatever. He was likening him to the like of Lucifer because he was making music about killing people. He was polluting the, what was it, the airwaves or radio waves with his music. He said he was gaining followers like Lucifer or whatever the fuck. He was likening him to the fact like this nigga was one of the devil's demons. Like, to the point like he was like, yeah, and likening Lil Tim like some David and Goliath thing. Like, this nigga was doing God's work and he took out one of Lucifer's demons. He's like, this is the only demon we seen die. The man's like, it doesn't make no sense that King Von died and we found out that King Von took the life of the little girl, which is K.I. And she was a demon in her own fucking right. If what is reported on her is true, she was a demon in her own right. Also, listen, I'm not from Chicago. I knew King Von had something to do with this shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, bro, like, hey, shout out that nigga Chicago Scene 88. That nigga's like, hey, this ain't 100% true. I seen that back and forth them two niggas had. I'm like, yup. You ain't have to say no more to me. Like, that little back and forth they had, I was like, yup, He did. He knew about it. Either he knew about it, was there when they planned it, or he was involved. Okay. And listen, you didn't even have to spell it out from even before I really knew when I seen King Von and he mentioned K.I. and niggas like, oh yeah, they had a relationship with him. I'm like, yo, this nigga. And like, I didn't need to connect the dots. The police didn't have to tell me. I knew. Like, I was good. But anyways, enough of all that bullshit, right? Like saying that shit, the King Von and K.I. situation, how that happened. Again, I don't fucking nigga, I wasn't there 100%. Like again. When they said that shit, I wasn't surprised, but again, I wasn't there, so I can't 100% that nigga did do it, but like, yeah, it wouldn't fucking surprise me. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, he was saying he was Demon Lul Timm, which he kept calling him Lil Timmy, which was fucking hilarious. They say Lil Timmy was doing God's work. That was fucking, like, it wasn't funny, but just Lil Timmy. So I pray for Lil Timmy every day. I'm like, what? Say Lil Timmy now. Like, anyways. Likening Lil Timm to doing God's work, basically taking the life of King Von, RP Slutty, and other bro that was there. I always forget other bro name. But yeah, 3 people passed away that day. RP, the 2 other individuals. I know we focused on Von because Von was a big rapper at the time. But anyways, we did being shaded. I think Slutty was also related to, what's it again? T-Roy. I think. It was all brothers. It was all brothers. But anyways, there was like 4 of them. And I think like Zell was a cousin. If you want to know all that backstory, go out Chicago. But anyway, with that being said, yeah, just likening him to that. So 600Breezy took offense to that, which he should. Because regardless of all that bullshit, like, nigga, that's my mans. That's my brother now. Like, I fuck with bro. That's my guy. Actual friend. Partner. Like, nah, you ain't gonna say this about this nigga. Yeah, he's done some bad shit. I'm pretty sure they realize the nigga has done, well, not bad shit, but in the terms of the law, some bad shit. So, of course. But, like, even though, that's still my man. Like, that's still my nigga. We ain't gonna act like every nigga perfect around here again. Now, and who you associate is who you associate with. These niggas in the streets, you had to shoot at niggas. Niggas were shooting at them. Niggas could have died. They trying to make it home to their mama and the people they care about. So, they had to do what they had to do. I'm personally not sitting here, what's it called? I'm not sitting here passing judgment or just saying like, hey, listen, y'all niggas bad because y'all did that. I'm not personally doing that shit. And then also the thing that doesn't help with King Von, he was playing, like, yeah, he was, yeah, I got a couple body, I got a few 4 plus 3, 3 plus 2. You know what I'm saying? He was doing that little shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was playing along with the internet because niggas was trying to figure that out, which is fucking wild. Niggas had time to try and figure out how many bodies a nigga got, but hey, again. With that being said, basically, I don't know where exactly, but he pulled up on Charleston White and he was having some issues with that nigga. And it was just like, 600, you pulled up on him, respect, but it's like, this nigga an old man, he's a senior citizen. Like, you ain't gonna get no points, no cred for fighting this old ass nigga, right? This old ass nigga was gonna call the cops on him. It was what it was. And, like, it is what it is. Like, I get why he did it. That's his man. You ain't gonna disrespect his man. It is what it is. But, like, this an old ass nigga. Also, nigga, Charleston White, Hassan Camp, these niggas controversial. They gonna get this shit off. Like, was you surprised? Like, this did not surprise me. They gonna get this shit off. You know what I'm saying? The only thing surprised me is the fact that calling Lil Timmy is fucking hilarious. That's the only thing that surprised me about this situation. But with that being said, like, he didn't. And Charleston White even said he pulled up on me, you know what I'm saying? He pulled up on me. He said, hey, nigga, you put up on me, I wanted to go to the car. I was gonna fight him like, yo. I was gonna fight him like, this nigga pulled up, you know what I'm saying? He pulled up, I was gonna fold, you know? So it was what it was. But the nigga said he said what he said, which, niggas gonna say what they said. I feel like a lot of artists in general, and I guess not up to this type of level, you know what I'm saying? And plus, that's a loved one of his who passed recently. So it is what it is. In general, if it's a loved one of yours, we still see Kanye get emotional about his mom. But besides all that, with the media, a lot of time the artists get mad at the media as well. Like what Nori said, a lot of artists were getting mad at it. But like honestly, Nori had some some valid point to that. Like, he wasn't wrong in my fucking opinion. The artists will get mad at media for saying certain shit if they feel, if it's their honest opinion on the fucking artist. So it is what it is. I'm not mad at 600Breezy for pulling up on him, but also, it's an older man. Like, did you really think you was going to, like, fucking fight this nigga? Like, what would you get if you fought this nigga? He's an old fucking man. And you would have called the police off you, and you probably would have to pay this nigga because you beat his ass. The nigga would have came up. Really? Probably would have talked about you on the podcast, got some more views, came off that, came off because he probably sued you, he got some money. Like, it was not, it was pretty quote for him. He was good, but like for you, it wasn't. Say some controversial shit, get some people to watch him, you beat his ass, you get money off that, and then niggas want to know about the situation from his perspective, you gonna get money off that. So it was pretty quote for that nigga, but like, you know what I'm saying, it was Gucci. Nigga was pushing P like Gunna said, you know, he didn't go to prison, you know, the P didn't stand for prison, it's stood for payment, you heard me? But with that being said, man, listen, 600Breezy, he did say some disrespectful shit. If you slapped him, boxing him in the face, I wouldn't be mad at you, but it was what it was. If that nigga came up off of you, he came up off of you because you did what you did. So I'm happy you didn't do what you do. It was what it was. Yeah, you stood your ground. You pulled up, nigga. You pulled up. I ain't saying you a bitch or nothing. And it was what it was. And hey, let's keep it pushing. Now, if you do have a fucking celebrity boxing with King Yella, hey, do that. You might as well. Fuck it. And get some money the legal way. And that's why I feel like that's what y'all got to do at this point, you know? It is what it is. I ain't calling them a bitch. Hey, a nigga said some disrespectful shit about your homie. It was what it was. I ain't mad. You know what I'm saying? This nigga had like a fucking, like, all the squad. Yo, shout out all my guys. I'm like, when Von died and he's like 4KTK or what. This nigga was doing a lot. So, like, this behavior doesn't surprise me. But Breezy, man. Breeze 060. Stay on your music. Do your thing, man. Get popping in these streets again. Just do your thing. Because with you, like, you got out of jail. You was doing okay. Then you went back in. Then I think you allegedly went back in because of the whole 6ix9ine. So you was talking on 6ix9ine saying you was going to do whatever. And they put your ass back in jail for that shit. Hey, we don't need your ass back in jail. Just do your thing, bro. Do your thing, Breezy. Anyways, what do you feel about this situation? Did you hear my nigga... Well, not even my nigga. Did you hear Charleston White call this nigga Lul Timm? I found it fucking hilarious. But anyway, what do you feel about that shit? What should have 600Breezy did? Put your comments down below. Check out the links in the description. I got some other videos for y'all to check out. Besides all that, it's your friendly neighborhood K.A. Signing off for today. The Black TJ Deadweiler doing this thing. My name ring bells like Quasimodo. Hit like and subscribe if you want to hear a little bit more. You hear me? I'm gone. Slime Zoom. Peace, y'all. Gang. Aye.